Welcome to dinner at the Round Table Podcast with DJ John Tovar, Nelly Nell, Chris Ryder, your source to knowledge. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Dinner at the Round Table.
GG, I am DJ John Tovar, Nelly Nell, Chris Ryder. We are Dinner at the Round Table Podcast, your source to knowledge. We got a special guest. Nelly Nell, please.
You already know what it is, man. We got special guest, music artist, and infamous battle rapper, Real Uptown 157, Straight Lyman today on Dinner at the Round Table Podcast. My brother, my tribu, you already know what it is, baby boy.
Pleasure, my brother. Pleasure to be here, brother. Pleasure to be here, man.
Go, big Uptown, man. 157, you already know, man. Shout outs to Lenny Lowe's, Dinner at the Round Table. John, what's up, man? This shit is lit. I appreciate y'all, bro.
What that?
Yo, you already know what it is. So check this out, man. So, you know, you've been known for your music recording as an artist, but also those that really know what time it is with you, you're like the illest battle rapper that we know are coming out the Bronx, man. So let's talk about who the Real Uptown 157 is. Who is he?
The Real Uptown 157. Well, I'm basically an artist, bro. That's how I see myself. The reason why I started battle rapping is because the environment I'm from, you feel me, the Bronx. I was born in the Heights, though, Washington Heights. I was to Washington Heights, but I was raised in the Bronx, and growing up in the Bronx, it was different, you know, that atmosphere of battle rapping. I just fell in love with it, you feel me, since the first time I seen it on my block. So ever then, you feel me, I started rapping at like 010, you feel me, to 2010, yeah. But I didn't start battle rapping, like, you know, on camera until like 2015.
Okay.
On music, I like, you feel me? When I first started rapping, but, you know, it wasn't really working out. So I just started, you feel me? Since I was in love with battle rapping, I just seen that there wasn't no lane for Dominicans. Like, yo, I can't pull up a Dominican battle rapper that actually knows his culture, and I can't pull him up because he don't exist. So, you know, I made that. So, you know, that's a lane definitely that I appreciate, but I'm really trying to focus right now on this music. You feel me? That's where the bag is at.
Yeah, man, for sure.
Word up. Definitely, man. The game has changed, though.
Definitely changed. But that's a good, definitely a good thing on my resume that I battle rap. You feel me?
Yeah.
A lot of people day and age, you know.
And battle rapping takes skills, my brother. Like, that's not an easy task. Like, that takes a lot of skills, like to really come up with those punchlines and how to deliver those rhymes, and you know what I mean, how to be witty with it. You know what I mean? Like, that's a tough skill. I mean, that's separate from like actually creating music. You know what I mean? That's two different lanes. The way I look at it. You know, but that's dope that you actually do both, though. You know what I mean? You do music and you also battle rap. That's like a true skill set right there. You know, not so many can really do that.
And I also like, you know, I use battle rap also in the music kind of, you feel me? Because of punchlines and shit like that. Like what people want to hear, where I'm at, is they want to hear that New York sound. You feel me? That's why my shit sounds like that, because you know, it's not nobody sounding like New York no more, really. Everybody sounding like somewhere else, or they trying to sing. You feel me? They trying to sing, so I'm not really. So, you know, I could rap though. So, you know, and the punchlines, you know, that shit definitely helps. So my advice to little dudes or young dudes that's coming up, man, try to battle rap. You feel me? For your first couple of years to get your pen sharp.
Pen sharp, yeah. Get your feet wet, man.
Sound like A Boogie.
Yeah, for sure. Listen, man. You was featured on Battle on the Beat, which is pretty popular. It's one of the most popular battle rapping platforms in the tri-state area. So I remember seeing the top two ones, which is with the guy from Harlem, and then you got the guy from Boston. The one with the guy from Boston, I was cracking up. I forget his name, but the whole thing was that he's a big dude,
right?
But he's perspiring, he's sweating like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
So on Saturday, me and John Tovar, who was hanging out at his brother's house, shout out to the firefighter. He's a firefighter who was there, and he's like, "Yo, but look at the big dude, man. He's just like water's coming down his face, like he's shook."
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Me and him, shout out to my sons, Sam Sos. Me and him was supposed to battle like 4 years ago, 2016, but he backed out. He never came. You know what I'm saying? So we recently did that like last year. And yeah, like, you know, them bars was from 4 years ago. His bars is like all brand new and shit like that.
Wow.
But after that, his he was sweating really because I called him old. Like he was tight. I was calling him old. You know, he's like, yo, bro, why you say I'm 40? Like, nigga, I'm 33. Like, you know, right after the battle.
Wow, he took it to the heart, man.
Yeah, he took that to the heart. You feel me? But shout out to my son. He
That's
from
crazy.
Yeah, he from Boston. My son ain't Butter. Yeah, he from Harlem. You know, those are two good battles. But how I feel like I ain't giving my all. You feel me? I feel like I could have done better. You feel me? And I would have to blame those things of them platforms. You don't get paid off of. You feel me? A lot of people, they automatically think, since, you know, all these battle rappers are getting paid, since I'm battle rapping, I'm getting paid for that. Like, nah, I haven't even got one check from them. You feel me? So I just keep battling for free. So, you know, I feel like them shits don't be, you feel me, that serious to me. So I don't take them serious because it's not. You feel me? Like, I write them a week before the battle.
The word. Wow.
Yeah, for sure.
I can memorize because I've been, you know, battle rapping since 2015. So right now I can memorize bars quick. I'm not gonna lie, I could really memorize bars quick. So, you know, that's one thing I would have to give it up to battle rap that for helping me do that. You feel me? But I feel like if I get paid for a battle, like if you look up my battle versus me versus Panic, Uptown Live versus Panic, that was him and me battling for bread. You feel me? We each put up some bread. And if you see that battle, you see how the difference of how I took it serious. Like I really took that battle serious. Like even my twin brother came out and I wrote his bars.
Yeah, word.
Keep that in the video.
Yo.
Like, you got the twist.
If you see that battle, you'll be more entertained than the battle on the beat. You feel me? Because that battle, it had to do with money. Not even battle on the beat, but any battle. You feel me? I feel like that was my best performance because there was some bread involved. You feel me? So now I'm just, since I've been doing all these battles for free, now I'm just trying to get the business shit right so I could really go in on these niggas.
Nah,
for sure, man, for sure. And yeah, listen, like we were saying, like battle rapping is a skill that is very hard, and a lot of people don't possess that skill because, you know, either they're afraid of confrontation or they just don't have the punchlines. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of guys can make a song, but they can't really like freestyle or battle rap, and vice versa. Sometimes battle rappers can't make a song.
there you go. It goes both ways.
Exactly, because I was
Cannabis
like
battle rapper.
Battle rappers, the reason why they battle rapping is because they just trash, nigga. They can't make a song for nothing or a hit or nothing creative when it comes to music. You feel me? And that's why I give it up the battle on the beat because I wanna. You feel me? I've been an artist. I've been wanting to. You feel me? Indulge myself in the music industry, and I feel like all battle rappers want that. You feel me? Not all battle, not no more. But before they did. But you know, now, you know, you could just be a battle rapper or you could just be an artist. Now you could pick, you feel me? But it's always good to know too, just like, you know, just like being bilingual, good to know two languages instead of one.
Word, right? Being bilingual. But in your case, you know, it was great because you can actually make a song, because I've heard a lot of your tracks and the fire, especially the one that you and True did, Guap. The Guap, that's one of my favorites. That shit was crazy. I remember when you guys dropped the Guap, you guys went like super viral on the Facebook. Yeah, I hit like a million or better, right? How much are up to now?
Wow.
I think like yeah, I think we stood in that lane like around the million lane. You feel me? After we just stopped promoting it, but yeah, Guap was a good song, amazing song. I just felt
bro, to come out and have 1 million views, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Happened for y'all in less than 30 days, man.
We ain't take advantage of the situation, like, you feel me? Because how we see it is, you know, because we at the end of the day we from the streets, we from the hood. I'm not even gonna say the streets, we from the hood. So how we see it is, if there's not no money involved, we're not really taking it serious like that, you know. And that's how we felt. Like, all right, this is 1 million views, but this is not $1 million, you feel me, dollars in a bank account. So we just, you know, we was doing other shit to you know, to look like a rapper, to feel like a rapper. You know how it go. You feel me? So
right.
that shit was 2 years ago, and I felt, you know, we just could have kept going. You feel me? We just stopped. You feel me? We stopped the momentum. That's how you say it.
Momentum. Yeah.
Yeah.
Word of advice, though. You're my little bro, and True as well. and all the limes out there, whoever's in the music industry, like a few of us, like Titon, shout out to Titon, Rosavelli, me, we have a little, we have experience in the industry, so we're not, we haven't, been super big, but we have semi a knowledge of it, and we here to help, man. Whenever something like that happens, when you guys get a little shine on based off a track, let's embark on it, man. Let's all get together, sit down, invest together and make it poppin', man, because it's worth it. Because we don't have a real big mainstream artist that can say that, okay, he represents us from our hood, from our culture, who's really popping mainstream. You know what I mean? You got a few Dominican artists that are mixed with other things, right? Like half black, whatever. But we don't have like somebody from like straight from the heights, like big time. You know what I mean? Like that. Like you can say, yo, he's like an idol in the music game.
And that's what they need. The Heights need that one. They need that one person to really get their foot in the door, and that definitely open the door for many other artists to really, get their shine as well. Because again, the Heights is, it's really recognized in a lot of places as far as like nightclubs. I mean, people get the, the marijuana, what I'm saying, where it gets popping off. But I think music it's really missing that, what I'm saying? And like, honestly, they got to get their proper recognition and just got to get that one person to really put, open that door.
Exactly. But that's why I never been a person. I know how to play the back role. You feel me? Like when my son True 157, he just let out a tape right now, and I feel like these are artists that can make it big. We just got to keep working. You feel me? That's all it is. We just got to keep working.
We got to show them support too. We got to show them support. That's another thing that a lot of us, we all there, at the beginning, like, oh, we go to the studio with the artist, like, like record, smoke weed with them, but then once the track is out, you don't see nobody really like reposting it. Like True, when True told me that he was dropping the mixtape, boom, as soon as I seen the footage that he let go, I grabbed that shit from his page, I screenshotted it, recorded it myself, and I reposted it for him because that's my guy. You know what I'm saying? That's my homie. So I'm gonna show love. But there's a lot of people out there, a lot of homies is just like, oh, they don't repost. You gotta repost it. You gotta, especially like me, I got a platform.
I'm also put that up to the videos too, because you gotta drop. I see it, bro. If you drop it before dropping anything, you should be dropping videos. You feel me? Just videos back to back, because people want to see visuals more than anything. You feel me? And that's what I'm starting to realize now. You feel me? That's why I just shot a video, The Ice. You feel me? Shout out to my son Jigs Film, and we just got drop video, bro. So we could just, because it's not. I want fans, bro, not only from the Heights though. You feel me? I want fans from Ohio. I want fans from Wyoming. You feel me? I want them to feel. I want them to know what New York and the Heights and the Bronx is about before they even step a foot in here. You feel me?
Yeah.
And the way to do that is through videos and the music. You feel me? But I feel like
we not only rap it, but show it as well in the video. I know what you're saying.
Yeah, bro. You feel me? So they see the culture. You feel me? Little by little. You feel me? Because they see it when they come to New York. You feel me? When they go shit like that. And I feel like right now the industry is they showing a little bit more acknowledgement, you feel me, than back then. Like, you feel me? Cause I feel like the night scene and the Heights, you feel me, is just it leveled up crazy, bro. Like, you feel me? You know what I mean? Like shit like that, just you know what I'm saying? It leveled up the Heights crazy. I just feel like none of these artists took advantage of that. You feel me? But we gonna take advantage of it. We gonna do what we gotta do. You feel me? Because definitely artists. I'm not gonna say there's not artists out there, because we do got the Spanish dudes popping.
Yeah, the Latin trap. That's what I was gonna say. The Latin trap kind of like opened up the
Marley. You also got a podcast too. You feel me? But you feel me? So, but I feel like, you feel me, on the English tip, we definitely don't got it. You feel me? Like, we got the music, it's there, but we just don't got the support. Like, you feel me? Shout outs to them, but I feel like they should have an English artist. You feel me? In their team. You know what I mean? Like that is like those type of things matter. Cause I seen them. I ain't gonna lie, I seen them a lot, cause they from the same hood as my baby mom, and they gave me inspiration. Like, damn, these niggas could do it. I could do it. Like, you feel me? So they definitely an inspiration, man. Shout outs to them.
Yeah, man. It's all about having a body of work and releasing it at the right time. You know what I mean? Like, if you got a single and that's what you're gonna run with, already have the video already recorded, ready to go, so that when you do your promo for the single for like 2 weeks to 30 days, where it's just the song, boom, you hit them with the video. Because nowadays on social media, because that's what we use to promote, right? Social media is the best tool to promote your work, um, primarily if you're a music artist, right? That people have a short attention span. So
Mhm.
if you drop a song, you keep on hitting them for 3 months with the same song with no visuals, they're gonna be like, okay, so what else you got? Like they're gonna stop watching you.
Mhm.
But if you drop a track and that shit is fire, they will be like, okay, all right,
You
Uptown
know,
got some shit,
yeah,
Uptown
exactly,
157 got some shit, and then they're
exactly.
gonna be like, all right, 2 weeks later they're gonna be like, what else you got? And then you hit them with the video, bang, they're gonna be, oh shit, he about
Exactly.
his business. So
Gotta be.
it's all about keeping them tuned in. You wanna keep the follower, the person who's going through your page, tune in to you, that every time they go to Instagram, they see your feed and they go and they press it and they see what the fuck you're doing, because you're constantly putting things up, and you basically feeding their social media drug, because social
Yeah,
media is a drug.
yeah.
That's a harsh reality, though. You're right about that.
That's
But I want to
definitely.
just like, and you know, I want to interject real quick because you made a valid point as far as like visual. Because I'm saying to myself, I remember it was a time where, in order to get your video and people actually see your videos, you had to actually have that connect. As far as like having your videos on BT, Video Music Box. But now
Right.
we have YouTube where someone can easily look you up and see the visual. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to have that connection like that before. But you actually had to pay somebody too at the same time. Now you could just do it for free, upload your own video, and just have people watch your video and build a fan base off of it. Because I mean, we got to definitely capitalize off technology the way it is right now with
You feel
especially
me?
social media.
That's exactly, you feel me. That's exactly what we got to do. We just got to kill it on the internet, bro. You feel me? Because them visuals definitely matter, and we could definitely teach our culture to them. You feel me? Because people love Dominicans. Period, bro. Nobody can say they don't. You feel me? Once they
Oh,
step
that's 1,000%. I attest to that 1,000%, bro.
in culture, bro,
1,000%. They love the culture. They love everything.
from the food to the music, you feel me? So there's definitely things we gotta capitalize on. You feel me? And that's things in our environment, in our hood, that we capitalize on, that right now we have dormant. You feel me? We're not making. We gotta. So what?
Nah, no doubt, man. But I
Who
mean,
that? Who
man.
that? That true right there? That's true.
Oh no, it's my twin brother.
Ah, shit, twin. The twin
Word,
in the
word.
building.
Yeah, I got an identical twin brother, man.
Yes. What's up, man?
That's
You
what it
already
is,
know.
man.
Listen, man, it's crazy because when you go to those battle raps, man, they see two of y'all. They be like, "What the fuck is going on?"
I used them. I'm telling you, I used them in a couple of battle raps, bro. Like
Oh,
I gotta.
word.
I
I'm about to
seen
ask
them.
you
I
that.
seen them.
We did
I'm
some
telling you.
angel and demon type of shit, like some
Yeah.
type of shit, some Eminem and what was that shit with
Oh,
Eminem?
the conscious,
The
like,
conscious shit, yeah. Like
Oh, word. Wow.
Yo, bro.
Wow.
If I was
that,
in
the battle, I was on the side the whole time wearing red.
yeah.
Like on the
Wow.
bro, that's
Those
crazy.
That's
cool.
crazy.
You feel me?
If I
So,
if I
but
was a battle rapper that was about to battle you, and I thought, I ain't know that basically, if I'm a battle rapper and I didn't know you and you come up and then I see two of y'all, I'm like, damn, what the fuck is going on, B?
yeah, nah, that happened to them a
I'll be
couple of
kind of
times. They
shook.
was spooked. They was like, "Yo, I don't know what's about to happen." Like, I ain't even know he had a twin, because I don't really, promote it like that. But because we got some shit in the works. You feel me?
Yeah.
Got some shit in the works, and because we
Wow.
capitalize on everything, bro. On
Yeah, for
everything.
sure, man.
You feel me? I don't need a
Oh,
gimmick. Him. You feel me? I don't need a gimmick. I'm Dominican. That's why, you feel me? That's why I get mad. If you Dominican and you gonna start battle rapping, or you gonna start doing any music, bro, show love to your culture.
Yeah,
You
you
heard?
do. You have
Because
to.
that's gonna only benefit you. You feel me? That's only gonna help you gain fans. You feel me?
Yeah.
You feel me?
yeah.
So not only that, but it's the Tupac and Kendrick effect. You gonna also bless another seed. You feel me? They're gonna see what you doing, and they're gonna be like, damn, I want to be just like that, but he could probably be 10 times better than you. But you the one that helped them. You feel me? You the one that helped them to even receive that type of you feel me? That type of motivation to try to do that.
Nah, for sure. Yeah, he definitely laid out the blueprint. Now you just basically taking it from there and adding your own, parts to it. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is, though, man. We all just learn from each other and we add our own twist to it.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Nah, for sure, man. But that's dope, man. That twin thing is dope.
Yeah,
Wow.
That's like, yo, listen. So
the battles, man. The battles.
So what new projects you got going on? What future projects you got going on? Let's talk about that. So you got a video out for the ice song, right? Correct?
Yeah,
Let's talk about your projects, your current projects and your future projects.
All right, so Ice right now is on all platforms. I just shot a video of that. Shout out to Jux Films. That's gonna come out in like 2 weeks.
Shout out to my son Jux.
After that, we're gonna shoot another song. Big Steppers. Shout out to Shorty Reesley and my son True 157. And right now, I'm just focusing on just showing as many videos to all the songs I have as possible, because I have a lot of songs. But right now, how I see it is, I just want to pick. I just want to let out as much videos as possible, and then I know one is gonna pop. Feel me?
Or they all gonna pop.
Or they all gonna pop. That's how I see it. You feel me? So I just need one though. I just need one to pop, and it's the rate, and is all from the races from there. You feel me?
Word. Yeah, you're right.
Focus on the visual, the singles right now. You feel me? And just pushing those heavy.
Yeah, man. And it just takes one to make it, and then the rest.
That's all you need is that one.
Yep.
That one, you feel me? I gotta also song coming out soon, for the ladies too, because that's something that I'm missing in my catalog. You feel me?
Very important.
You can't talk about the ladies, bro.
But I got a song that's gonna make them feel way better.
They're gonna bring them back. What you talking about?
That's a fact.
It's very important. I mean, Tupac said it best, man. You gotta rap for the bitches, for the ladies.
Oh, that's
you know what I'm saying? For the lady, my fault. No pun intended. I was saying it in his own words. You know what I mean? You gotta rap for the females, for the girls, because at the end of the day, they be the ones that actually really buy your album.
Yeah, and
they support you more. They're the ones that go to your concerts, throw panties in your face. You know what I mean? All that.
You know who told me that? My father told me that like 7 years ago, before my father went to the feds. You feel me? He just did a light bid. He did like a 3-year bid or whatever. Not serious. But he told me, he's like, listen, if you rapping, make songs about females. And then just now I'm starting to come together with that. Like, yo, listen, like, why haven't you done that? Like, I got a whole daughter out here. Like, I need something for the females to make them feel better. Guap was before my daughter. I was reckless. I was talking females crazy. You feel me? But now, you feel me? I understand. You feel me? That you gotta feed them, bro. You gotta feed just as much as you feeding bars to these niggas. You feel me? From the streets. You feel me? And what you went through, you can also speak to the ladies as well. You feel me?
Yeah,
give a more positive light to yourself.
I feel like for like your street, like for your street movement, straightly, you could keep it straight to the streets with the guys. Throw a little something there for the girls, but when you go mainstream, you gotta focus more on like doing songs that could relate more to females, because females support more than the guys. Number one. Number two, they actually are the ones with the purchasing power. Men don't purchase because of ego issues. Fuck that nigga. I don't like that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Women, even if they don't like it, they still buy it. He got tight bars, man. I know that dude. He's from my hood or whatever, or I know somebody that knows him. Like, females will go and see you at your concerts and they'll support more. Guys do support too, but not as much as females. Females are more like, because females they're more emotionally attached to the music.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
That's what it is. They more emotionally attached. Like, the first time I seen it was when I was in Florida, and I was living in Florida for about a year. I was like 9 years old, and this girl just had a notebook full of fucking Eminem stickers. Like, yeah, man, Eminem stickers. Like, she loved Eminem. So, you feel me? That's the first glance I got to see in that. And then I see my cousins, and they love 50 Cent at the time. You feel me? And they went crazy copying his old shit. You feel me? And it was my cousin. It was never my uncles and none of that. You feel me? Even though my uncle introduced me to hip hop, he showed me a Biggie tape and like '96. You feel me? I still remember that.
You don't see like guys. You don't see a guy like jockeying, like jocking or jacking an artist too much. They'll be like, yeah, I love that music, bro. Like me, and like I'll be like, yo, that's my dude. Like I love his music, but like, you don't see me rocking like stickers at him on my notebook and shit. That's kind of
right, bro. The dudes in your own hood, probably got my single out. You feel me? That's out on all platforms. Yeah. You feel me? But that's the way it is, man. That's why I wanna that's why with the visuals, man, is important because you could. I'm trying to gain fans out. You feel me? That's not. Yeah, it's good to have that neighborhood love, but I want. You feel me? Other neighborhoods to show my.
You want to be a local rapper, right? Like just being known locally. You know what I mean? You want to branch yourself out because again, first of all, you want to reach out to more people. I think that should be the main goal. And I mean, you definitely want a bigger audience. You know what I'm saying? That's how you build more show money. You know what I'm saying? You get more people involved with your music. And again, that's how you make a difference too.
Yo, bro, I like the end game for me. How I see the end game is to make movies out this shit. Like movies out from my culture, because we got so many stories, bro. You feel me? In New York, you feel me? Just being Dominican, there's so many stories. Just being Hispanic, period, so many stories. So I feel like my end game is to make movies out this shit. You feel me? So you feel me? That's why I'm preaching so much about visuals. You feel me? Because visuals is gonna make it happen for a lot of us.
Let's put it this way: there's people that got cable in their house, but they stay on their phone and look at YouTube all day.
Word.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's 1,000% right.
I'm one of them.
Word up.
I got everything on my TV, man. But I'm
$50 a month. And they're still on YouTube. I mean, YouTube content is more better because it's not controlled. You know what I'm saying? Like I could just look up people and I could just see what I want to watch. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, could you believe right now how many YouTubers have definitely made a career, like a legit career out of this? And a lot of money.
You got guys on like YouTubers that are millionaires, man.
Look
at that guy Jake Paul, the one that knocked out Nate Robinson.
Oh wow, that was crazy.
He's a millionaire.
Smoking on 8-pack, man.
Yeah, he started off as a YouTuber. He is an amateur boxer too, which is like I don't know why Nate Robinson wanted to fight him because he's an amateur boxer. Jake Paul fights. Yeah, he's had like big events where he fights like in the World Federation of Boxing, right?
Yeah, him and his brother,
and that he has a podcast that came after the YouTuber thing, right? So he's a millionaire, bro, based off of like just him like sharing content on YouTube.
You know what's that called, bro? That's called that white privilege, right?
That's yesterday.
Bro, only 23, bro, and I ain't gonna lie, bro, but that's why we gotta cap it. Like, bro, I've been on YouTube since fucking probably I was fucking 15, bro. You feel me? I'm 28 now, so it's been par de año, like a decade plus, bro. And you feel me? I don't know why I didn't start, you feel me, doing videos back then. You feel me? But it's just. I mean, it's all timing though.
It's never too late though. It's never too late though, man. You know what I'm saying?
Late, but I gotta give him flowers. The nigga do it. Nigga knock the nigga out crazy. Like that was crazy. I see.
Social media went crazy, like trolling this nigga, bro. There was mad pictures of him like laid out.
At least then
fucking Jake Paul put a picture like the next day with Nate Robinson's jersey on. I kind of knelt down and shit. That shit was funny.
He made short niggas look bad, man.
Yes, man. Crazy. Gonna make him back cool again, man. Shout out to my son Sugar Ray Leonard, man. He would have put the spanks on Jake Paul.
That'd be crazy though, right?
Listen, man, we got the real Uptown 157 in the building. Then at the Roundtable Podcast, we're gonna jump into his track Ice, which he got a video for. Catch it on YouTube. Ice is available on all platforms, man. This shit is fire. This is my boy right here, homie Lyman, straight up. Let's go into Ice right now. See what it is, man. For our listeners and our viewers, so y'all can get a taste of what the real Uptown 157 is doing real quick. We'll be right back.
Who name?
You're as cold as ice. You're willing to sacrifice our love. You're as cold as ice.
Cold world out here.
You're willing to sacrifice our love.
Under luck.
You never take advice. Someday
You ever sold a brick while it's brick?
You never take advice. Someday you'll pay the price.
I know some families still ducking ice. My young nigga probably take your ice. My OGs will probably take your life, but they tryna rebuild, so they tryna live right. And we still sellin' white. You call me snowman. Still got the perks, nigga, more zans. Pussy better check with the program. Spanish niggas been getting money since the boat land. Respect my people, nigga, and respect the culture. You niggas straight birds looking like they vultures. Got a gun, I won't stop shooting till it's over. Till you niggas dead, that's why I'm praying for this fucking closure. I'm Dolo, I don't need no codeine. I don't need no Molly or no codeine. Yeah, we move to work OT. We ain't have OGs, they ain't never coach me. It's more money, nigga, when you out of town. You come to my block, then you out of bounds. I got a Glock 40, it make a lot of sound. You won't make it in my side of town when I ride around. I'm wild, feeling like a cowboy. Gunshots, nigga making wild noise. You can check the papers of the tabloids. Niggas envy me, so I keep a couple cows, boy. And I got a razor and an ice pick. Fuck a day shift, I want the night shift. Oh, these niggas is snitching and they write shit. I pray to God every day, I ain't get it dated. Polo pedo dinero, we do the heists. Then we grab to work right now and raise the prices. Short nigga coming from the heist, bitch. You don't gotta like this, cause nigga, you ain't like this.
You're as cold as ice. You're willing to sacrifice our love. You're as cold as ice. You're willing to sacrifice our love. You never take advice.
Whole world cold-hearted.
You never take advice. Someday you'll pay the price.
There's a war outside, you ain't safe from. I don't care if you 3 feet 8'1". I don't care where you came from, you ain't day one. I was born a gangster, you just became one. Free all the real rights, que tan en la roca. I never been a snitch, that's a chota. If we battle, no me toca. With the bass we ball, selling that Sammy Sosa Uptown. Yeah, you know where the bricks at. You come to my block, yeah, you know you can flip that. 80s, 90s, my OGs, they did that. Now it's Uptown vibes, exactly where your bitch at. Smoking on the hookah, sipping on the broogie. And this cup of broogie got me feeling all woozy. And I got a choppy and I'm grabbing on the booty. Bad Bunny in the background, now we getting groovy. And I got the blicky and them goonies round with me. I'm still on the same block, you blind, come and get me. And I got a semi, have you dancing like you shiggy. You ready to die? A bullet go through your biggie. I don't need a cosign, nigga, I'm a gold mine. I remember being broke in the 4-line. But guess what, yeah, I got up on my own grind. I'm in Benny. You bums in that pork grinds? Fuck is up, had enough, wanna knuckle up? I'm in the kitchen with the pot, watch it bubble up. Got your bitch, now I'm grabbing on the bubble butt. You walk in, stomach shots, bullets gave him bubble guts.
You're as cold as ice. You're willing to sacrifice our love. You're as cold as ice. You're willing to sacrifice our love. You never take advice. Someday you'll pay the price, son. You never take advice. Someday you'll pay the price.
You already know what it is, man. That's true. That's real Uptown 157 right there. Ice Man in the building, bro. That shit was true fire, man. That shit was straight off. You know, I can't even explain the words. I love that song, man. The beat, the tight rhymes, and all that. You know what I'm saying? We back in the building. Then after Roundtable Podcast, yo, that track was fire, man. Ice, bro.
Okay, bro, good looking.
Hip hop right there, bro.
Yo, video, bro, gonna come out even crazier. Like when you see the video, bro, we in the Heights, we in Harlem too as well in the video, and then we went to the Bronx to the Warehouse Studio. That's where all the lines be at. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that shit gonna be crazy, man. When the video come out, it's gonna be even crazier. Like I'm not even worried about the streams right now on the audio being out, because I know the video gonna come out so crazy. Like,
yeah, man. You're gonna, once that shit starts rolling, you gotta capitalize on it, use the momentum.
Absolutely.
Keep on releasing stuff.
Consistency, man. That's it. You know what I mean? Just keep going forward. That's all, bro.
So wait a fact, bro. You gotta keep all these niggas decks, bro. Just head up with everything. Feel me?
You know. Keep beating them, bro. Keep beating them. But I see how you really rep the Spanish part, though. I see where you're going at. I see where you're going at with that.
You feel me? I got to. Because then if not, they're gonna label me as something else. You feel me? Like they always do. Oh, that nigga's probably Mexican or something. Or we don't know what he is. He probably. You feel me? You gotta let it be known what you are and your culture. You gotta embrace that about yourself. You feel me? A lot of artists that have Black and Dominican that didn't get the chance to know about their, you feel me, culture because of, you know, circumstances that they had. You feel me? I don't blame them. You feel me? But if you from a culture and you know about the culture and you fucking rapping, bro, you better rep your shit, bro. Like if you don't, I'm coming for your neck. Like that's how it is.
I'm a battle rapper, yes.
For real, bro. Like if any dude make it big from my area, you feel me, and don't rep, you feel me, where he's from, at least, you feel me, where his culture is from, at least you don't gotta rep your block. I don't care about none of that. But rep who you are. Be who you are in your skin, bro. Be comfortable with that. Rep that shit. Cause a lot of people, you're gonna gain more fans. Like it's beneficial for you, bro. I'm telling you, like we only gonna go from here, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah, especially now, like the Latin trap genre kind of took over when it comes to like popular genres. It took over hip hop for a little bit, and that's why you see a lot of hip hop artists doing like collabos with like, you know, Bad Bunny, Anuel, and all those guys, because you know Latin America is a bigger audience in general. How many?
You feel me, bro? It's a
lot.
bigger audience. So why would you not want to cater to them? You feel me? At
Man.
least in one bars.
Absolutely, man. But this, man, the main topic of the day, man, the history of war. You being a battle rapper, you know what time it is when it comes to war. But we're gonna talk about the history of war in the whole world. You know what I'm saying? Me particularly, I'm a very World War II aficionado. Like I'm very into the World War II thing, how it started, primarily because you know the Holocaust happened. You lost a lot of people.
Right.
Holocaust, and we had a tyrant, Hitler, which is very popular. That many might consider him to be the most evil man that ever existed in the world. But I mean, to me, there's like two sides of him. He was just being pro-German, and other people say that he was just trying to take over the world. So, I mean, the history of war. What is war? War is just when a group of people try to conquer land from another group of people. Primarily, that's the origins of war.
Definitely.
Was when a group of people that were more dominant would try to take resources and land from another group of people who were weaker. Correct? I mean, that's my definition of war and what I've been taught. That you know, the early stages of war were based on that, conquering land and resources and taking over people's cultures and making it their own.
I mean, historically speaking, war has been about just economic advantage. You know? It's all about economic advantage. It's something that you have that I want. You know what I mean? In other words, that's really it's been historically speaking. And you know, a book I gotta reread then is The Art of War by Sun Tzu. And that's a book that really gets in depth about war. I mean, it breaks down everything, like the major fundamental factors of really planning a war, which I think moral influence, weather, terrain, command, and doctrine. But it breaks it down.
Oh yeah. Nah, that, you know, listen, I've come across the Art of War book plenty of times. I just never had the fucking patience to read that shit. But
it's long. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Like I skimmed through it on YouTube, like with the documentaries. But you feel me? I definitely got to sit down and read that book because I feel like it's important. It's very, you feel me? 50 Cent used the Art of War book in his own way.
In many areas, yeah.
Feel me? So that's a book I definitely got to sit down and read. But yeah, war. I feel like in America, period, this shit. You know, America is built off of war.
Oh yeah, for sure.
America. For sure. That's all I gotta say. So you know what I'm saying? It's built off of war. So we always have that war mentality. Not even boils down to, you know, our ancient ancestors and how they was living back then. You know what I'm saying? Because they had to live a certain way that's not, you know, with all this internet shit. They had to live, you know, a very savage way. You could say. You feel me? So,
nah,
you know,
yeah, for sure.
War been around for centuries and it's never leaving. It's gonna get more hostile, and it's getting more hostile.
Yeah, I mean, it should, you know, it should be different. But at the end of the day, man, humanity as a whole, you know, hasn't been able to surpass that, or you know what I mean, the sense as being of living in harmony, because we've had certain groups of
It's-
people or
the
certain
shit-
people who had like power enough to rule the rest of us and basically brainwash us into like being against each other.
Yeah, how I feel is humanity just been a piece of shit, bro. You feel me? What we did with climate change. You feel me? It's just that I don't know, bro. I don't know what it is the we go how I boil all everything down to is positive and negative energy. You feel me? And how I see it is negativity has been winning for centuries, bro. You feel me?
Yeah.
Oh, since the beginning of time, bro.
No, absolutely. I mean, can you imagine how many people have died?
Yeah.
On this whole, this
Or for some
epidemic, really.
ego, because at the end of the day, back then, how war even, what I'm saying, how civilization was set up is there was, kings, there was people, how today is, the people in high positions that control basically everything. You feel me? It's a little bit more different now, but back then it was like a king, boom, and he was just setting people out there for egoish reasons and shit like that. So, you know what I'm saying? The war comes with that shit. You feel me? That ego shit. Shit crazy.
It is. I mean, you said it. You pointed right there, ego. You know what I'm saying? We actually talked about that last night, and we definitely, we spoke about ego, how it definitely gets in the way from us really living in harmony with each other. Because again, though, we think about us as human beings. I mean, the most advanced species on this earth. But look how we treat each other. Look how we just killing each other. Look how we killing the environment. You know what I'm saying? How we destroying everything. And like, we're supposed to be the most intelligent species on this, on this planet. You know what I mean? I get this whole thing about they trying to explore Mars and trying to see this other life on outside of Earth. But my question is, y'all thinking about intelligent life on, out there in space? But my question is there intelligent life here on Earth? So
Already.
before we figure out this intelligent life outside of this planet, let's figure out this intelligent life here on this planet, because the way it's looking, it doesn't look too intelligent to me. You know what I'm saying? Where we just destroying ourselves, bro. Like, it's ridiculous, man. Ridiculous, man. So I mean, I'm glad we're having this conversation though, because we definitely got to really touch upon this, because war, man, it's just something historically, again, though, it's all about being, economic advantage, and just really, conquering, you know what I'm saying? Conquering. And like you said earlier, right now, America has all been about war. Even today, the Middle East. I mean, come on, this whole propaganda trying to bring the
Oh my God.
Bro, let me tell you about a situation.
You know what I mean?
Crazy that you just mentioned that, bro. My boy, he's from Harlem. Damn, what's his name? Damn, I forgot my boy's name. But right now, he's from Yemen. He's in Yemen right now. He's from Harlem, and he WhatsApp us, and he video chatted us. And right now, there's bombs over there. They bombed up the whole airplane. He can't even come back to Harlem.
Wow.
So
showing us
there's
videos.
Bro, it's crazy. Like, it's crazy what's happening out there, and you could say, we focusing on just, I don't know, bro. I don't know what it is. Like, there's people even back then in the 90s when Africa was at war with themselves and they had civil wars and children soldiers and shit like that. Like, we never know what's going on in the other side of the world and what people are going through. Like, my boy literally can't come back to his home. Like, he was born here. He just went out there just to get married.
And guess who's funding those wars? Guess who funds those wars?
Yeah, he gotta have right now in 2020. He gotta have an AK on him because they will sniper that nigga off the roof if he just step out his house.
That's crazy.
He said, asked him how he get food. He told us police officers have to come over here, but sometimes they don't come over here because it gets too crazy where they at. You feel me? So sometimes they just have to, you feel me? Just have to work with what they got. So it's just crazy, bro, what's going on right now, bro. Like,
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Like, primarily in the Middle East, like, a lot of like people are born into war. Like, and most of the wars over there are religiously inclined. And like different sets. You know what I'm saying? You have the Nation of Islam, but then within the Nation of Islam, you have different denominations that are fighting against each other. You got the Shiites and what are the other ones? They have different beliefs, under the same.
Those extremists, you want to label them as extremists.
Yeah. So you have they're battling for like holy lands and all this shit, like the shit with the Jews and the Palestinians.
Oh my God, that's another war, man. Which,
yeah, but the United States, we were talking about it. we are the god of war. Like we control the war. Like we control the modern day war since World War One. We took over. We the ones that actually fund these wars. We
Yeah,
fund them. We fund
exactly.
them. First of all, we fund them with a political agenda, like John Tavar said. We fund them by supposedly, oh, we're going to spread democracy because you guys are killing each other over there, right? But then we don't go in there and do it ourselves. We'll grab a group of disgruntled citizens over there, fund them with weapons, intel, with food, and with money so that they can continue to overthrow their own government. And then once they overthrow their government, then we run in there and now we're like, you know what? We want this person in power. We want that person in power. You're going to do this. You're going to do that. And the third. We are the ones that supply. That's the reason why the United States is the superpower of the world. Because since World War One, we've been supplying weapons, money, rations, which is our food, and we're the ones that create this false propaganda and false narrative to have countries go against each other, and not only countries going against each other, but within the same country, within people's own countries, we
Civil
put
War, yeah.
against each other to kill
Yeah,
each other because we benefit off of it. Number one, we benefit off of it because they have to purchase weapons from us and rations, right? And then number two, once the new group of people take over, we control them. And we deplete their resources. So there's a whole bunch of, it's all about business, man. The United States is a business. So the United States is the god of war.
so for real, and they got us all fooled with the election shit. They got us all. You know how you distract people? They distracting us. You feel me?
Yeah.
For all the that's going on here in America, because we really not at war with each other like they at war with each other. You feel me? We might say, you know, it's tension, racism. Listen, we've been going through this for hundreds of not even hundreds of years, for like, you know, a couple decades now. You feel me? They just right now at this point, how I see racism, they using racism as a way just to diffuse other situations and take other eyes off of different things and just bring it back to, oh, let's talk about, you know, this and that. But we already settled these issues years ago. You feel me? How I see it, you feel me? Yeah, might be racial tensions and this and that, but it's not crazy how it is over there in Yemen and the Middle East. You feel me? And how you said they funding the war even makes more sense of why Donald Trump is our president. You feel me?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, you know, I mean, this Donald Trump, you know, is definitely a pawn in the whole process. All presidents are, but we have a central government, right? The ones that actually control the government, the CIA and those, you know, those big, you know, the guys who that actually know about like warfare, right? You know, like I said, the presidents are just a pawn being controlled, but they know what time it is, but they know exactly what they're doing. I mean, COVID-19, it is what it is. It does exist, you know, and I believe, this is my personal opinion, that China and the United States were having a financial war on, you know, and the whole COVID-19 thing was part of a biological warfare that you know that they came to us, because the modern war, especially for advanced countries like us and China and, you know, the industrial countries that are big, is digital. It's all computerized, bro. It's through viruses, biological warfare, and hacking our systems, taking over the stock market, buying shit, you know, buying stuff and properties and assets that the other country can't buy. That's the new form of warfare right now.
And that's why I told, because I got some families in the Marines right now. My brother's he's a Marine, and my cousin as well. My cousin right now, he's in a ship right now, right next to China. You feel me?
Yeah.
So he got to do a couple more months, and I just told him to, yo, bro, just after that, you finish your 4 years, and you know, don't sign that contract again. You feel me? Because I feel it's gonna get crazier, bro.
Crazy.
Crazy. I'll tell everybody.
It's China.
I mean, United States, we have the largest military in the world. You know what I'm saying? We actually spend more money than China, Russia, and India combined.
That's
you know,
crazy.
It just speak volumes how much we spend on military, on just defense.
The god of war.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, and I thank God for that. You know, sometimes, you feel me? Because I wouldn't want to live in the Middle East. Because how I see religion right now, you know, I don't know if you know, I don't want to offend anybody, but I spiritually, I believe there's a God. But honestly, I think all religions are cults, bro. You feel me? They're cults, bro. We could take
Absolutely.
down all the way. Even there's a lot of Christians in the Heights and and Dominicans. There's a lot of Christians and they believe in Jesus Christ and shit like that. But I just feel they use Christianity to brainwash a lot of slaves. You feel me?
Dude,
So
let's talk about the biggest war. There's always the biggest war ever to be implemented on the human race was the Crusades, the religious crusades, when Christianity basically took over almost the whole world. Christianity is the biggest religion in the world. And what do you think? How do you think that happened? How did they obtain that? They went to countries, right? And they would take over in the name of Jesus, in the name of God, whatever. And this is the reason why all of North America, South America, Central America, the Caribbean, a lot of Europe is Christian.
Yeah,
They believe in they're part of Christianity. Then within the Christianity religion, you have denominations, right? The biggest one being the Roman Catholic Church. The biggest one out of all the denominations within the Christianity religion. But Christians, right, in the name of God, fucking started the biggest war known to humankind. So it makes you think, like, back to what you said, like, so you're preaching positivity, right? That we all should love each other, but then just because I don't believe in what what your God is saying, right? Whatever you think your God is telling you in your head, you're gonna kill me, get rid of my whole culture, genocide of my people, right? Genocide, which is just a mass murder of a whole culture. Just because I don't believe in your God, I mean, so you're actually going against what you're preaching.
No, absolutely. And the irony is that when people understand Christianity was forced upon the African slaves, forced upon the Native Americans.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, the irony is basically you're here telling, you got to convert to this religion when the book itself says thou shalt not kill.
Yeah.
So if I don't convert to it, you're going to kill me. So that's just the irony of it, which is like, it's just ridiculous. But I want to just make sure I just point this out. Religion definitely has divided more than united more people. You know what I'm saying?
It definitely has, bro. Definitely has. We can just see what's going on right now. Bring it back to what's going on with my boy in Yemen right now. That's right there. That's all because of religion and what people believe in. You feel me? So it's just it's fucked up, bro. It's fucked up that it's still happening to this day, and it's fucked up that we have the internet and we have all these resources and people are still kind of blind. You feel me? To the fact. You feel me? They'll rather hit you with all these quotes. And yeah, I feel like all them quotes in the Bible, a lot of them shits are true. You feel me? And are great quotes. You feel me? But somebody had to sit down and rank that. Like, I don't think, you feel me? I think somebody wrote that shit for good purposes, but another person got that book and used it, you feel me, for their own.
Of course.
You feel me? For
the King James version.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what we go off of nowadays. Let's not forget about Constantine folding because the Romans came back and was busting his ass.
That's
and
crazy.
Constantine being scared that he was going to lose his peoples, which was it was a noble thing that he did when he knew that he couldn't fight against the Romans, because the Romans, they fell and they came back up, they rose back up, and when the Romans used to come, they used to come too heavy. When they caught up to him, he was scared, man. He said, I'm not willing to lose all of my peoples. If they're doing this off of religious purposes, you know what? Let's join our ideas together and let's build a new version of the Bible. And that's what happened. That's the same Bible that we use to this day. And that's the same Bible that took over all the countries and all the Indians and all the African slaves. It took over everything that we still live under till this day. This country is of Protestant descent, is of Christianity descent. And we're the superpower of the world. The Roman, you know what I mean? So it's crazy, man. It's just crazy. It's crazy.
Yo, I got a question, right, bro? So you feel like Christianity had so much to do with, negative effects of what happened in the world or whatever, do you feel Hitler is wrong?
No, see, that's the thing with Hitler. That's the part that earlier, and you guys remember earlier I said some people look at Hitler as being pro-German, and some people look at him as being this evil man. But there's another twist to it. Hitler thought that basically because he believed in a higher power, but what he thought was that since the beginning of time, the Jewish religion was like the root of all evil. Like they fucked up a lot of shit. So his thing was like, I'm trying to get rid of them. And he was Christian, and when he was born Jewish, but he had Christian ideologies. You know what I'm saying? Like he was born Jewish because his parents were Jewish. First of all, he wasn't even Russian. I mean, he wasn't even German. I mean, he wasn't even German. He was from Austria. He was born in Austria, but then his parents migrated to Germany. He wasn't even blonde with green eyes, and he was pushing the Aryan nation thing. His ideologies were based on the Christian Crusades. He wanted to wipe the world of Jewish people and wipe the world of anybody who didn't believe German faith or the Christianity.
I didn't know that. I thought he hated Christians too.
He hated Christians too, but only certain Christians. He didn't hate Christianity as a whole. He only hated a few Christians because he had Christian ideologies.
Nah, I mean, for me though, I think with Hitler though, I mean, people respect as far as like his idea, as far as like how he was able to really control a whole country and just almost take almost over the whole continent of Europe. You know what I mean? Like you definitely see like how strategic he was, you know, in other words, you know, but I know that his upbringing was reason why he became who he was when he eventually, you know, came in power, because he definitely had a lot of things against the Jews as far as like seeing the divide as far as like from rich to poor, where he saw the Jewish always, you know what I'm saying, having more access to things, having more money. And, you know, he grew up poor. He grew up very poor. Actually, he was trying to be an artist, but he couldn't go to, his parents couldn't afford him to go to school, to art school. So that really changed his mindset, you know? So a lot to do with also, you know what I mean, what you've been through your life, the experience, which definitely could generate something where you could become a monster. You know, and we see that in serial killers. Like, I mean, think about serial killers. I mean, do you think someone just wakes up and just decides to kill random people? I mean, that something triggers that. You know what I mean? Something has to trigger something for anyone to really, you know, take it to that level. You know, but yeah, Hitler, you know what I mean? The man was almost about to conquer the world, man. And who knows?
Then here, United States come in and, you know, had to take him out, bro. He was probably getting too big for his bridges.
They took credit for it, but the Russians really took him out. The Russians took him out. You know, the United States says they want to take credit for shit.
He's like, if they're gonna kill me, I'm gonna kill myself. Same thing with Pablo Escobar.
Yeah,
that's that ego and pride right there. Like, you know, if you're gonna kill me, I'm gonna do it myself.
Ego fucks up a lot of people's. You know, I mean, it's good to have ego, bro. You feel me? But how we see, you know, history, you know, is really not. You know. It's really nice. It's good to keep it balanced. You feel me? You got to be humbled at the same time.
No, absolutely.
Because you're so angry at your past, you feel me? But that's not going to change it.
Nah, it's not going to change at all. We got to really grow from this. And I mean, unfortunately, we stated earlier about humanity, you know what I mean, how messed up things are right now, especially with the world itself. You know, I mean, you talk about your boy in Yemen, which is very unfortunate because it's like, yo, I can't really imagine me waking up to a drone hitting my home or someone else's home. You know what I mean? But I do know where's that coming from. And I mean, the U.S. has a lot to do with that. We have a lot to do with all those drones, all those bombings. And it's very unfortunate because you got really good people.
That's the thing about, you know, having conversations like this is to keep people informed. Because I didn't even know. You see how my boy is going through that? I didn't know that the United States might probably have fucking involvement in that.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Without
being focusing, arguing with my brother and my stepfather about Trump and shit when my boy is going through hell right now. You feel me? It's crazy, bro. It's crazy how much we don't know.
Yeah. I mean, here in the United States, we have over 700 military bases across the world. Over 700, which we are the police of the world. You know what I mean? So that's just things that you got to really, you know, think about. What are you pulling up right now?
So right now, guys, just to get, you know, since we touched up on religion real quick, I just wanted to show you a very credible document here from infocuriosity.com. How many religions are there in the world? So we were talking about, there are 4,200 religions in the world, but the minority of people have no belief in God, means that they don't follow any religions. They strictly reject views of every religion. These kinds of people mainly found in Europe. So there's 4,200 religions in the world, and then main religions. Then within those religions, you have denominations. So, for instance, Christianity, you got the Jehovah's Witnesses. You have the Catholics, the Roman Catholics. You have the Protestants, the Adventists. You have the list goes on and on.
Baptist,
Within Christianity, you got like 100 denominations. So it just goes to show you. So let's go to Christianity real quick. Christianity is the largest main religion in the world. 2.1 billion followers. They follow the teachings of the prophet Jesus, based off the New Testament, right? You have the Islam, the Nation of Islam, 1.6 billion believers, and they basically go off the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad, right, the founder of Islam from the Middle East. Let's go to Hinduism, which is the third largest, which is 1.2 billion. 70% of the population in India is Hindu, of the Hindu religion. They follow Hinduism. So Hinduism is primarily an Indian thing, which means people from India, right? Then you have Buddhism, which has 535 million followers. All right. Then the Buddhism is mostly like it's based in India too, but it has a lot of like Thailand, Hong Kong, Vietnam, like Japanese, the Chinese people. I sounded like Trump did. China, Chinese people, the Chinese people. They're the fourth largest religion, Buddhism. Then you have Judaism, which is 14.2 million people. The fifth most powerful religion in the world. They're based out of Israel, Judaism, and it's probably it's the oldest out of the modern religions, because Judaism is the Christianity and all the other religions are derivative of Judaism, right? They all came off of there because the Old Testament is in the Torah, it's in the Bible, and the New Testament is part of Judaism. But then you have the five major religions. You have Christianity being number one, number two, Islam, number three, Hinduism, number four, Buddhism, and then Judaism. Those are the top five religions. And within those religions, you have numerous denominations. You have 4,200 religions worldwide. That's insane. So there you go. You have people with religion is very sensitive because it's based off of spiritual and emotional feelings. And like we said earlier, religion was like Uptown 157 said, he believed that religion is there to kind of like divide us, and it's part of he feels like it's cults, right? I feel the same way. It's 4,200 different religions. I mean, 4,200 different ideologies. What do you expect? People to love each other? No, they're gonna fight for what they believe in. And that's the thing with religion. People believe in religion hard because it's spiritual and emotional, and they fight for that right, for them to believe what they believe.
It could be easy to manipulate it too, though, because that's what part of religion is. It's about controlling.
Oh yeah,
controlling. About especially when you very deeply religious, when you become too extreme, and you actually believe, well, if I do this, God is going to give me this and make me go to heaven. And that's how you get easily brainwashed when it comes to things like that. And I mean, breaking down like the whole religion thing, Christianity. I mean, it's broken down into so many different sub-religions, and I mean, because our language too is like the Bible is definitely subject to interpretation, where you might think, oh, he meant it this way. Oh no, he meant it that way, and that's how we create this division by reading certain things and looking at it from a different angle, different perception.
You definitely right about that, bro, because that's crazy. Yeah, you definitely right about that. Like I've never seen it from that point of view. Hell yeah, that's definitely
for sure. And I get a kick out of people that are really religious but really don't practice what they preach. Keep so much game about the Bible, whatever. But you guys don't even practice what you preach.
Exactly. They go. I know a lot of them that go, because I get it. You feel me? I get it. Because I grew up Christian, so I get it. I get, having that. Till this day, I pray every day. That's why I said, there's a difference. Like, I'm spiritual. I feel like there's a God out there. definitely a higher being out there than us, definitely. But I feel like, you know, they use certain things to their advantages. You feel me? Certain knowledge. It's all about information, bro. So how I see it, there's people out there that know more than us, that or know things that we don't know, and they use those things for, you know, for their own egotistic ways. You feel me? That's how I see it. Like when it comes down to the pastor, like, you feel me? And the pastor's like, he's the in the structural form, he's like the bottom, you know what I'm saying? He's the all right, you're a preacher, you gotta go into these and preach and whatever. But those people get egotistical and they start doing fucked up shit in their own fucking churches, bro. And that shit crazy. Like my a preacher that I had, he turned out to be a woman beater. He was out here beating the shit out of his wife. You feel me? So, you know, it's just crazy, bro. I can several preachers like that I know from my hood that, you know, that indulge in situations, bro, that they shouldn't be doing, bro. But you out here, you know, still going on Sunday, still preaching, you know, the word of God and shit, but you live in a double life, bro.
Yeah, nah, for sure. And the thing of me, like, again, I mean, I'm not religious. I mean, I'm very spiritual. Like, I'm really aligned to the universe, and knowing that, you know, we're all connected. You know what I mean? All of us. I mean, this whole earth, we all one organism, and we all align to this universe. You know, this is why, for me, though, I've learned so much of really knowing myself, my inner being, and knowing that, you know what I'm saying, how we are so much connected. But, you know, again, though, when you give us something, a label, like an institution, because religion is a institution, you know, it divides us, you know. And I mean, it's all about, again, control. To me, it's about control. You know, and I mean, I grew up like that. My mom's is heavily religious. I love my mom's, really love my mom's, but, you know, she was like one of those hard-hitting religious people, hard-hitting, you know. But I mean,
I remember those days.
Yeah, for me as a kid, I used to question a lot of things. You know what I mean? Going into the church, I never saw one of those statues look like me. You know what I mean? It's old white men. You know, I never understood that. You know, and then the first thing they ask is, you know, money. And I'm like, well, God doesn't need money. I got to give God money. I need money. Give me some money. Shit, I'm struggling right now. You know? But yeah, man, I mean, it's just like, I mean, it's unfortunate because, again, some things you could take away from those books that you could learn a lot from. However, though, there are people that manipulate those terms and they use it against you to control you.
Yeah.
You know, and that's just the unfortunate part, man. The unfortunate part. One thing I get a kick out of, I served jury duty one time, and I had this one person who claimed to be a Christian, whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm saying to myself, well, if you're a Christian, why the hell are you doing jury duty? God said what I said. You know, I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? But again, you know, people don't practice what they preach.
That was a good one, Jay. I like that. That. You were like, I bet you see that person had nothing back to say to you, right?
Oh, it was just quiet. It's just like I never thought of that.
Yo, guys, real quick, the history of war. I didn't want to, you know, I didn't mean to interrupt the whole religious thing. I let John Tovar finish with that great joke right there. I love that shit. That shit was fire. But the top 10 wars in history, like, I mean, for me, I said my favorite war, not because, you know, just because I'm an aficionado and I study it a lot, was World War II. And according to the top 10, top10s.com, which is a very credible website, the top 10 wars in history, World War II was the #1 war of all times because they had a lot of casualties.
That's crazy.
It was the greatest and most powerful, right here, like the greatest and most powerful human conflict ever in the history of the world, with 68 to 72 million casualties. That's insane.
Crazy.
Well, more than 2% of the world's population at that time. More than 2.5% of the world's population at that time. And $1.2 trillion was spent on it.
Wow.
It lasted 62 years, and 72 countries were involved. That's insane.
Now imagine that. What's $1.2 trillion worth now? So you got to think about that, because that's, you know what I mean, in the early 1900s. So imagine that.
You right.
Dude, that shit must be worth gazillions of dollars.
You know?
They got but can't feed the poor, man.
They got money for war, but you said right now, they don't got money to feed the people. You know what I mean? Provide people with the right necessities for them to survive.
Absolutely. So here we got World War One as the second most biggest war ever in the history of humankind. So this is where they started the PTSD thing, when a lot of soldiers were coming back with mental illness behind the war. This is when the sinking quicksand became popular. They used it a lot during World War One, and it was mostly like a European thing, but we also got involved too. The United States always gets involved because we benefit off of it. We sell
Of course.
weapons and
Like
food to them, and we lend them money too. With a lot of interest involved. American Revolutionary War was the third largest war, biggest war ever fought in the human history.
That's crazy right there.
Yeah.
That right there should tell you everything, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
That
crazy.
should tell you why the United States of America is the god of war, because World War II had a big impact in, right, the United States, and then the third biggest war in the biggest the third biggest war in the world is the American Revolutionary War. So that already tells you why we are the god of war. You know what I'm saying? This is when we became independent from the European forces in 1776, right? Which is celebrated July 4th, but we did a segment on this and we found out it's actually July the 2nd, right, John? Remember?
Oh, word? That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. It took them 2 days to declare it. That's why, they couldn't, they didn't have me. If they had text messages back then, they probably would have done it. The fourth biggest war is the American Civil War.
That's crazy right there.
Well, that's the most deadliest war that actually occurred in human. The American Revolutionary War, more people died. But in the Civil War, yeah, it was very deadly. I mean, it's the purpose of why we have Thanksgiving, though, which people don't even know. I'm kind of like, be thankful because it was like one of the most deadliest war in U.S. history, U.S. soil.
Yeah, I heard Abraham Lincoln. Yeah. That's crazy, bro. That as soon the more you keep going down on the list, is like the more I agree with you that America's the god of war right now. Like, it's crazy.
And they're learning from their daddy, Great Britain, because Great Britain. If you really look at the history of Great Britain, of how many areas, how many lands they conquer, how many territories they have, is unbelievable. And this is why, think about us as English, right? Speaking English. English is the most dominant language in the world.
Yeah,
we got the highest, the most influence. Like about Christianity. Where's that come from? It was Great Britain that brought that over here and spread it around. The Western Hemisphere. To show you the dominance of of what they did, and to this day it has an effect on us.
So, for our listeners, real quick, that they can't really see what's going on here. The American Civil War, in their opinion, is the most important struggle in American history. A nation that was promoting the idea of slavery, and because you were simply of a certain race. It was the end of Southern control in the sense with slavery, right? So that was a big war because we was ending abuse on one particular race, right? Which was the African American slaves at that time, because the Constitution was built on certain ideologies, but then not every man was created equal because we had slavery. So the American Civil War was very big. Because of that too,
Absolutely. And one thing I want to point out before you go to the next was that people get this misconception that was about really, abolishing slavery, but it was about the North couldn't compete with the South because the South's slavery was still legal. So they were able to do more economically better than the North. So the North couldn't compete with the South, when it comes to economics. So that's why they wanted to really, try to abolish slavery. It really wasn't really about trying to end slavery. It was just that they couldn't compete with the South economically.
Crazy.
Yeah, it says right here. It was to give it was done to give the middle class in America a chance because the Southern aristocrats that was running the country because they had the most money. They weren't giving a fair chance to the rest of of the country. They were, and on top of that, they weren't giving a chance to black people because they were enslaved as well, right? So it was just like the middle class was in cahoots, and I mean they weren't in cahoots, but they were basically fighting for their right to have a chance too, right? The middle class, because the southern aristocrats had the shit under control. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we have that. So we got the Vietnam War, which is another very popular war. It's number 5 on the list. That was a very big war for us in the United States because we had a lot of casualties because we didn't know what we were up against in those guerrilla warfare. This is like the most first form of guerrilla warfare because we were fighting a country that we had no idea how to fight in the jungle, right? We didn't have no idea how to fight in the jungle where they had underground tunnels. They were hiding behind stalks and stuff for cornfield and hay stalks and all that. And it was really hard for the American soldiers to fight them. And on top of that, not only it was hard to fight them on ground, but it was hard to fight them because we couldn't see even the airborne pilots, like the pilots that were coming airborne to drop bombs. They had no idea where our soldiers were at because they couldn't see. So we weren't communicating right, and they were a lot of times bomb. The United States pilots were bomb United States soldiers by mistake because we didn't know because we couldn't see. So that's one of the wars that was very hard on the United States because they basically had no idea what they were doing when they got into that war.
The environment, they know the environment.
Yeah, they didn't. They didn't at all. It was crazy. Guerrilla warfare is insane.
A lot of them dudes came back as heroin addicts too.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So
that's one thing we got to point out too. A lot of them come back traumatized as well.
yeah,
Bro,
PTSD.
That's fucked up, right? Like the dude that's planning, that's making orders is at home chilling, while you gotta basically, go through having to kill somebody, bro. That's that's tough. I can't imagine myself doing that. You feel me? So that shit crazy, bro. That shit probably, that shit have a toll on you, bro. It have a toll on anybody, bro, taking a life, bro.
Yeah.
If it's not self-defense, then I would understand it, bro. Feel me?
Yeah.
So,
6, the Napoleonic Wars, which was based off Napoleon, right? Napoleon was he was a mini Hitler before Hitler was around. He was trying to do his thing too, take over the world, and he got smashed as well. That one was a big one too. He got taken out, the little motherfucker. He was small too. He was small, man. He was short, but he was tough.
Terminology for him. They made a terminology because of
Napoleon complex. Like he was the type of guy that you would say something nice to him, and he would take it like as a unconstructive criticism. And he'll kill you. He'll kill you right there on the spot, or he'll send somebody to kill you. So that was number 6. Number 7, the Russian Revolution. That one was big. This is when the Soviet what was it, the Soviet Union that was called back then, John Tavares? Was it the USSR? The USSR, right?
Yes, USSR.
Yeah, the USSR. A lot of countries that were part of Russia before are not part of Russia anymore because of this. A lot of countries behind this war, they kind of build, revolution started and they became independent from the Russian forces. So this was a very important one too in the world. All right, number 8, the Cold War. The Cold War was a war where Russia and the United States were kind of like bluffing who had the biggest nukes, and everybody was scared because they didn't know who was going to push the button first, right? So this was a real good, real big one too, because this could have ended the world as we know it forever. And nothing happened there. It was just like it was like playing poker. You was bluffing. And at the end, everybody came together and called it a peace, right? The Crusades, we were talking about this earlier. The religious crusades is number 9. Number 9. So this was a war primarily between the Christians and the Muslims, but also the Christians kind of taking land over the world and claiming it as theirs, right? Correct. And that's the reason why Christianity is the biggest religion in the world, because they defeated a lot of the areas where people didn't believe in Christianity. And then, last but not least, we have the 100 Years of War that lasted 100 years, 116 years. I don't know exactly. It's not. I don't know exactly where that. I think it has to do with the Mongols in China, if I'm not mistaken. But that's top 10 right there for our listeners and our viewers. We're gonna go back to our debate here and our opinions about what the history of war means, right?
Yo, bro, that's crazy that the majority of the wars is got something to do with America, bro. You feel me? Just the fact that the Revolutionary War is there, the Civil War is there,
Yeah.
and those are monumental wars in American history. You feel me? How they teach us history in America is through wars. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I agree. No, that's 1,000% right. You know what I mean? I'm actually an educator, so I could definitely, tell you that. But it just shows you though, how things are still the way they are because of history. And if you don't understand your history, you're bound to repeat it.
Right, and that's one of the things. That's one of the subjects when I was growing up. It was my favorite was history. I just don't understand why somebody wouldn't want to, learn about your history and where you coming from and the things that took place before you was here. I find those things very interesting. But war has been in our history since forever.
Yeah, you want to know why things are the way are today, right? You want to know what led this the way we're living today. You know what I mean? By doing that, it's by going back to your history.
Right.
But also doing your own homework too, though. Not just, you know what I mean? I'm against textbooks. Like I don't really do textbooks.
That's what's up, bro. And I gotta applaud you, bro, for being an educator and coming from the environment you came from, bro, and basically bringing that information back to the hood, bro. You feel me? And then I also applaud you for not using textbooks. You feel me? That's great. I wish I was teaching like you growing up, bro. And that's not for real, because that's I either had white teachers or black teachers, and I never got to see somebody like myself. So I feel like that shit is important, bro, and I gotta applaud you for that, bro.
I appreciate that, man.
Talking about textbooks, though, who really writes the textbook is the victors, people who win. Not the people who lose, right? They write the books, and then we have institutions that are ran by the elites of the world that they control what they want the classrooms to learn, right?
Yeah, no, 1,000%. I mean, they're written by the winners. You think about how they glorify Columbus, but when you actually do your true homework about Christopher Columbus, you realize this man was a fucking mass murderer.
Mind-boggling. How he came, to DR first. That was mind-boggling when I learned that information. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy, bro. It's crazy how that conqueror got a fucking day, bro. You feel me? Yeah. He was a piece of shit, and these are the pieces of shits that was here before us. And there's pieces of shits like this still, bro, running around, this world, bro, taking shit over and destroying shit.
That's 1,000% right, man. And it's crazy where we kind of glorify people that actually did so much harm, to our ancestors, really, you really think about it. And I mean, it's unfortunate though, man. But again, it's about, going back to your true history and learning about it and how could we change this, this present moment that we're living in today, because again, it really reflects about, our history. So again, it's why we have this kind of conversation here. And I'm saying this podcast, the Roundtable podcast, man. It's about really spreading, awareness and really, talk about, things that really relevant that I think we got to speak about.
That's one thing I feel like is so dope about y'all. Y'all don't only focus on the artists all day and speaking about, we gotta have these fucking conversations, these informative conversations. You know what I'm saying? So other people could have them at home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My baby not a big fan of history, but now she is, because she understands now all the bullshit that's happened before her. You know what I'm saying? She hasn't even been to DR yet, and she's Dominican. You feel me? So that's just shit crazy. You know what I'm saying? Little by little, the generations after us are starting not to care about the history, and that's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Well, for sure, man. You know what it is? What I was gonna say is kind of lost my train of thought there because I was like mesmerized by what you were saying. What I was saying is that a lot of people, and like John Tavares was saying, they don't do their own research. Like if a lot of people don't even know that Christopher Columbus, he wasn't even Spaniard. He was Italian. He got exiled from Italy because of his crazy ideologies.
Well, I forgot.
The Queen of Spain picked him up, and then she was kind of like sexually involved with him. She like had like a fetish for him. Like they had like a little fetish for each other, and she funded his trip.
A whole novella, bro. That shit
Yeah,
crazy.
a movie, a love triangle, bro, started his
Oh,
conquest. So,
crazy.
and to think about it, Christopher Columbus landed on La Isla de la Española, which is the Dominican Republic in Haiti, right?
Mm.
The Indians there embraced him. They received him. His ship was falling apart. It was about to break. He spent a couple of months there while they rebuilt the ship. The Indians helped him rebuild the ship. And his second time over, he came and he destroyed them. How you gonna bite the hand that feeds you? That's crazy. So right there, he was a piece of shit. He was a piece of shit because, dude, if I'm dying and you help me to survive, and I'm alive because of you, how the fuck I'm gonna come and try to kill you? That's crazy.
Shit fucked up.
Backstabbing,
Backstabbing ass motherfuckers, bro.
yeah. And you know,
that's crazy, bro. That's crazy that he was Italian. That's crazy how he even got there. You know what I'm saying? These are things that need to be taught, but don't get
Cristi
taught.
Colombo, that was his name. Cristi Colombo.
You know, that's and that you could consider Columbus kind of using I don't know specifically like the chapter of the Art of War, but I'm pretty sure he used that shit. You feel me?
Oh, yeah.
You feel me? So that shit crazy. Like that.
He was a moron. He was a moron. He wasn't even. He was. He was trying to find another island. He ended up on this side. Like he was bugging out.
India. That's why he calls the Native Americans Indians, because he thought he was in India, but they're not Indian.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro. I can't.
Yeah, I would have. I would have hoped that the fucking aliens would have took him in the Bermuda Triangle, bro. They should have took him. Because in the Bermuda Triangle, a lot of the ships, it was a fleet, like a big fleet of ships, and his and one more survived, and supposedly it was like alien interference. Supposedly, I'm not sure. Call me a conspiracy theorist,
bro,
but
I'm spiritual, but I also believe, bro, there definitely had been. We over here looking for aliens, and them niggas been here for centuries, bro. Here already. That's how I feel.
In the hollow earth theory.
Yo, man, you gotta keep an open mind, bro. Like honestly, I want to be surprised.
Yeah, bro. Like,
not be surprised, man.
Yo,
yeah, I wouldn't
be episode very soon on the
it makes
extraterrestrial activity.
Yeah, we think about the pyramids of Egypt, bro. Like, how you build that? You know what I'm saying? At that time.
Yo, bro, I fuck with you, bro, because I'll be telling people this all the time, and people be hitting me with but how you spiritual and you believe? Listen, if them niggas is alive, them dudes gotta die too, man. You know what I mean? There's some way they're dying. You see, you feel me? So, that shit's crazy, bro. Like, I definitely believe aliens been here for hundreds of years. You feel me? But we just, they know how to maneuver, bro. If they really the God of War for real. If that's real, if they was here and they did what they did, you know what I'm saying? Then yeah, that shit's crazy.
You're right about that. And I always think of this, man. I said if we ever get invaded by any outside superior species, they're gonna look at it like some dumbasses.
Yeah, of course, bro.
Like, that's some dumbasses. Like, you guys
millions of years ago or 100,000 years ago, how dumb we was. You feel me? How uneducated we was, and these dudes already got probably jets. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy though. Like, I mean, you think about the logics. I mean, how many people are starving right now? But we have so much food available to feed the whole entire world twice over again. But yet, because they don't have, money, they gotta starve. And how many people, are homeless? They don't have any shelter.
And little by little, they're gonna control even the currency right now, bro.
Oh yeah, that's
like little. Donuts the other day didn't give me change because they didn't have change. You know what I'm saying? The 7-Eleven thing. And little by little, what they're doing is they remotely putting that shit to everything digital. Everything got to be credit card or debit card.
They have more control when it's like actually digitized. They have more control as far as not only monitoring your money but also stopping your money.
Right.
You can stop your money in a heartbeat. A movie, man, which I'm a big on movies though, but there's a lot of movies that got a lot of little messages. If you get a chance, watch Time with Justin Timberlake. That's a great movie that gives a lot of little messages about how the digital currency could change the world and make it more like to control the population.
Of course, man. Listen, a bank manager can get behind his computer at a bank, right? A branch of, and just put in whatever amount he wants.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. John Tavar, you qualify for $100,000 because you got good credit. Mr. John Tavar, you're like $100,000. Damn, I only came for 20. Don't worry about it. I'm just gonna type in my computer real quick. There you go. Check your bank account right now, sir. Oh my God, I got $100,000.
It's creating money out of thin
Crazy.
air. That's what it
Yes.
is. Creating money out of thin air.
Thin air, because the thing is, like we spoke yesterday, John Tavar, you said it, I've said it before. You said yesterday we could print as much money as we want. You know why? Because it's not backed up by gold anymore. The United States is the number one currency in the world. It's not the highest value because the Yemen and the euro is valued as much more, but we are the world currency in the world trade system, right? When you're trading, if you're gonna buy something, let's say I'm China and I want to buy something from the Dominican Republic, guess what? I have to purchase American dollars to make that trade, right?
Hey,
Vice versa. So this is the reason why China is the biggest buyer of Dominican the biggest buyer of American dollars is China. We are, and then also we owe them money because we borrow for them too. So think about it. Even if you're Russia, you got to buy the American dollars to purchase something. So we control the world's currency, in the sense because of the trade, you know, of the commercial aspect of it, right? And there's so many American dollars in the world spread out with so many that's crazy. And most of them, the dollar bills are full of cocaine. So whatever.
Yeah. I heard that.
But listen, there's no more gold. So money's not backed up by gold anymore. So let's say like this. Let's say you're Dominican Republic, right? Yeah, you're Dominican Republic. And that's kind of because you're Dominican, but I'm just going to use it. You're Dominican Republic, right? And I'm the United States. And then within the United States, there's an institution called the Federal Reserve. It's a private institution, by the way. It's not ran by the government. It's a private institution. A rich fucks of the elites, right? The rich motherfuckers of the world, primarily American descent, right? United States. I lend your country $20 million. What are you going to give me as collateral? You're going to give me your gold, right? So I'm going to be like, okay, so if this motherfucker can't pay me, I'm just going to stay with his gold. But what happens? You're not going to end up paying me anyway because you don't have the means to do it with. So I stay with your gold. And that's how I make up for the money that I lend you. Same thing when you pawn your chain. If in 3 months, if you got a 3-month deal with the pawn shop and you're paying the capital and the interest, if you don't pay the full amount by the 3 months, guess what? The pawn shop is staying with your chain. And they're going to resell it to get their money back or stay with it because they know it's something of value. That's how it works. That's why money is not backed up by gold anymore, because all the countries in the world, all the Federal Reserve, which is a private institution ran by the richest people in the world, and the way that they got their money back was by keeping their gold. And that's it. That's why we can print as much money as we want because we're the number one currency in the world, and the money's not backed up by gold anymore. Inflation is a myth. It doesn't exist anymore.
That's crazy.
The unfortunate part is that, you know, people are still caught up with this ideology. But again, though, it stems with us really informing ourselves, you know what I'm saying, and understanding that the system is rigged. It's rigged, and we got to really start again, informing ourselves. Because again, though, they could print as much money as they want, but it has no true value. And what happens is that, you know, when we don't have money, we can't live. You know, we're not able to really, you know, survive, in other words. So again, though, we got to really break out of this whole false ideology about money and create a new system that's going to be, you know, not only for a selective few, but for everybody, where all of us can not only just survive, but most importantly, to thrive. And that's what we need to create in this world, you know. But it's unfortunate because, again, the history of war, you know, it's based on control. Really, it is. At the end of the day, it's really about controlling, you know, control. Because they got all the money. They don't need that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you already know what it is, man. Dinner Roundtable Podcast. The history of war was a great, you know, topic today, man. We had a good time with the real Uptown 157, man. Battle rap. But we're not going to let you get off this podcast without battle rapping one of us, bro. You got to battle rap yourself. You got to drop some shit or freestyle or something. What do you say, man? You ready to do that for us?
A little freestyle. I'll do a little freestyle.
All right, so you and Tavaka continue talking there while I pull up a nice beat for y'all. But you know what I'm saying? I want you to kick some shit. You know what I'm saying? So people can see what time it is with the real Uptown 157. You
No,
heard?
no, definitely, man. I gotta definitely salute you on that one, because battle rapping, that's a tough skill set.
Yeah, I
That's
appreciate that, bro. It's definitely tough, but you know what I'm saying? I feel like anybody could do it.
yeah,
You
yeah.
feel me?
So once
Take
you
it just take practice like anything else. You feel me?
determine, you know what I mean, believe in it.
Hell yeah.
Sure, man, for sure, man. I mean, just be spitting for that long too, man. Like
Hell
sometimes for like straight 6-7 minutes, just keep just rapping. I'm like, yo,
yeah.
that's wow. That's it.
Nah, that shit is dope, bro. I'm not even going. You know, sometimes I be trying to downplay the battle rap shit because I want to focus on music, but that that shit is definitely dope, bro. I'm still in love with battle rap. Like all I do is watch battle rap. Like if I'm a listen to music, it got to be somebody that I looked up to as a kid. But anything else, like I'm
Right.
watching battle.
I want to ask you a quick question. Like, how intense it gets though? Like when someone's in your face though. Like I just
Nah, that shit intense. Like the last battle I just had, like homie was spitting in my face and all that. Like I gotta tell you, I had to leave the building, bro, because I was just getting, after that battle, I just, something ego, bro, just ego shit. You feel me? Like I could have fucked up the event just by me being emotional and shit, because he spit in my face, but I was basically doing the same thing to him, because I stepped close. Like while he started rapping, I stepped up to him. You feel me? It was really my fault. Like for but yeah, it do get tense, bro. It do get tense. Before that, it is really the most, the most tense you really feel. The person right there, you just either you looking at that nigga, you looking away. You feel me? I'm looking dead at the dude like before I battle. You feel me? Is that Mike? You know what I mean?
To a point where you try to rebuttal certain lines on him, just kind of like use his own rap and just like flip it on him.
Yeah, I flip it on him. You feel me? Because it's different nowadays. Now you could be more strategic. Now you get the call. Yo, listen, like 3 months before the battle. Before it used to be on the spot. So dudes definitely back then had it harder. You know what I mean? Because I don't freestyle off the top. Like I just don't do it. But people think I do. You know what I'm saying? But I don't. You know what I'm saying? These bars come written. I just memorize them as quick as possible, and I memorize them as well as possible. And I just go in there to perform and shit. But I'm not really good at freestyle. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Yeah, no, that's dope though. I respect that. I mean, I'm
those that had a rebuttal, like my son DNA. There's a lot of dudes that do that. But now I feel like, that's just another like when you play Street Fighter, it's just is a signature move on some people. Some people, just decide not to do it. Like, because I'm not really good at that. Like, you feel me? I do freestyles alone, and nobody can hear me, and then I catch certain bars, and because sometimes I don't write too. You feel me? I just memorize the bars from my head, and people think that I'll be freestyling, but it's just memorization.
Gotcha.
Some dudes like Eminem be going in on the, back then he was going in on just off the top, and I feel like that's another talent that some dudes had. Feel me?
Yeah, I mean,
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna work on that, like the rebuttal shit, because that shit helps in battles as well.
Yeah. I mean, definitely. Especially again, like you could definitely use something against them, something that they said, and you just flip it on them. That just
it's dope. It's dope. That's dope.
But that's still a tremendous skill set though, to even know how to really create, come up with these punchlines.
Yeah,
make them like hit hard.
That's what I fell in love with. There's dudes that freestyle up, and that's dope, but they don't have the punchlines that hit or even the believability. That also plays a part in some battles. Like, do I really believe this person? But boy, that's what I fell in love with, is the punchlines. Like just witness, you know what I'm saying? The how you call it? The double entendres and shit, and just flipping words or name flips. Those are the shit that's the shit that I fell in love with. Like, damn, he said what? Like, feel me? That Jay-Z effect, like, give you that meme mug, like, yo, that
That's so true.
Yeah, like,
oh man.
So listen, man.
I like.
Yeah, for sure, man. We got the beats available right now. Now, these are probably beats you never heard of because due to copyright infringement issues, we don't want to get in trouble with YouTube. So we got our own beats, what I'm saying? We pay for that we own and shit. So I'm gonna let you rock. I got 2 beats. You want to hear both of them real quick? Let me know what you want to fuck with.
I mean, if I fuck with it, I'm gonna just start spitting.
All right, so I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna go off with this one. I think this will be a little bit better for you.
All right, bet.
1, 2, 3. That's not the one. That's not the one. My bad. I got you on some love. Right. He was good. Coming in good.
Yeah.
At the Roundtable Podcast. The real Uptown 157, baby. You know what I'm saying? We're about to get it in. This beat is called Missing. My boy, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, man. Get it.
Phones and some hope better.
I don't think he's coming in good. It's not coming in good. Hold up.
Yo, but
it's not. It wasn't coming in good. It wasn't coming in good.
In and out the audio, man. I don't think
you know why? Because you don't have a compressor. You're doing it from your phone. Like if you had a mic like me, you would have came out better. But if you just want to spit something there real quick, it's up to you. If not, you know, we can leave it for another time. Don't worry about it. We put you on the spot today by doing that. You know what I'm saying?
All right. I said, white girl like I'm Sanky Bonky. Casamigos. She don't do Bacardi. After the night, I'm going to catch a sloppy. My young boy is shooter trying to catch a homie. Chamaquito better relax. I'm waiting on a fiend just to relapse. You can't get rich off a weed pack. Real niggas back in style when the streets back. But your goons are some joloperos. If your chain fake, yo no quiero eso. Disrespect me, yo no cojo eso. You could eat a dick by the mama huevo clutching on the deuce. Free my nigga Tutu. My niggas is loose screws. You niggas is foo-foo. Come to my block, shit'll get crucial. And my demons darker than some voodoo. Give a fuck how a nigga felt. Cause everything I got it by myself. The heat'll make your block melt. Smoking on that top shelf. Gun on the top shelf. Uptown.
Yeah. Hey. Really know, man. Exclusive freestyle right there, man. But the real Uptown 157, man. Dropping those bars for us. You know, let you go, man. He wasn't letting you go until you said something. Yeah, say something.
Got it. I got the bars on deck, bro. It's here, bro. I used to on all platforms right now. Make sure y'all go stream that. Make sure y'all keep streaming Dinner on the Roundtable next week and the week after that and the week after that, man. We here.
For sure, man. But before we go, man, we do a final thought in our show. So we're gonna let you do the final thought based on the main topic. We're gonna let you just do a final thought. Doesn't have to be anything too long, just something real quick. And we're gonna start off with you, man, because you're our guest.
I mean, how my son Tupac said it the best, like to basically, you know, come back full circle around is basically, you know, people, the corporations in the United States have money to feed the wars, but they can't feed the poor. You know what I'm saying? There's big churches, but there's still homeless people outside them churches. So that's just, you know what I'm saying? That's everything. You feel me? War is all about control. And, you know, it's basically opportunists and egos is involved, and this shit been around and it's not leaving.
Man, you know, I'm with you 1,000%, man. I mean, I'm with you 1,000%, especially with the big churches. That's some of that stuff too, man. But I'm gonna definitely piggyback what you're saying though, because you made an excellent point when you talked about the Vietnam War, and I believe you said about how you got people laying back, sitting back. You got people over there dying for you. You know, while you just laid back and just chilling, you know, while we got these people dying. And it made me think about this this quote where, I mean, it was stated that rich people start the war and poor people got to fight in them. You know, and that's the harsh reality. You know what I mean? It's always been like that. And again, though, when it comes to like war in general, I think war is the supreme failure of bridging the difference between nations. You know, because again, though, all it does is creates more war where it never ends. It just keeps multiplying. I think Tupac said it, you know what I'm saying? Just keeps multiplying. Right. And I mean, just kind of overall thing, I think the biggest war that we're fighting, not just combat, is the war within ourselves. That's the biggest war that we're fighting. This is why humanity is so, you know, fucked up, you know, in other words. You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest war that we have to really fight.
That's so real, bro.
It's a warfare right now.
That's right.
Yeah, man. So it was a great final thought by both of you guys. My final thought is, man, there's a war going on outside. No man, a safe run. You could run, but you can't have forever. You heard? Because these streets we done untook. I'm out of here, man. That was a Mobb Deep reference. Shout out to Prodigy and Havoc. Rest in peace, Prodigy, man. But there is a war outside that no man is safe from, right? You're gonna go into war when you get out, when you come out your crib, because you're gonna deal with individuals that don't have a concept of what it is to be humble. Then you're dealing with people who are racially inclined, right? Like they think that their race is better than others, and we're always gonna be at odds, man. Until we start working together as a whole, we're not gonna stop being at war with each other, right? So just, you know what I'm saying, there's a war going on. There's a war going on out there that no man is safe from. You got to try to do best and be more positive. That's Dinner at the Round Table podcast, man. Catch us every Monday at 7:30 p.m. Also exclusively on Sundays now at 8 p.m. You can catch us as well. A couple of new segments coming up.
Yeah, we moving though. We got a lot of works, man. Special segments. We're doing the Sunday, Monday. I mean, we're expanding, man. We definitely, you know what I'm saying, trying to really inform the masses, man. That's the goal here at the Dinner at the Round Table podcast.
Absolutely, man. Shout out to the real Uptown 157 for coming through. Man. We appreciate you, brother. We wish you luck in your career. You know, you got two big brothers here that really help you with anything you need. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep bliming it up. Yo, we're gonna paint the city green. You heard? You already know, man. You already know we're gonna end it up with Big Stepper here by Uptown 157, also True 157, and there's one more artist called Shorty Rock. He's on there as well. You already know what it is, man. We'll catch y'all next time on Dinner at the Round Table podcast.
Gang.
Big fucking Uptown. Suck my dick, nigga. Big bean, y'all heavy on the fucking ice. You already know what time it is. Shouts to Shorty Reesley. True 157.
Eat up, you bitch ass
Free all the real rights. Free all the men.
Rock, yeah. 7 block, nigga.
When it's wartime, we gon' slide together.
7 blocks.
Smoking on the gas, you can smell the pressure. Fly shit, only do it with no effort. Can't walk on my Timbs, I'm a big stepper. Step up on the spot, I'm a big stepper. Get to the bag, I'm a big stepper. These niggas is mad, I'm a big stepper.
Yo, let's bring that back real quick, man. That shit was fire!
Big fucking Uptown.
Suck my dick, nigga.
Big bean, y'all heavy on the fucking ice. You already know what time it is. Shouts to Shorty Reesley. True 157.
Eat up, you bitch ass
Free all the real rights. Free all the men.
Rock, yeah. 7 block, nigga.
When it's wartime, we gon' slide together.
7 blocks.
Smoking on the gas, you can smell the pressure. Fly shit, only do it with no effort. Can't walk on my Timbs, I'm a big stepper. Step up on the spot, I'm a big stepper. Get to the bag, I'm a big stepper. These niggas is mad, I'm a big stepper. Can't walk on my Timbs, I'm a big stepper.
If these niggas talking hot, bro, then go get the stick. No matter where I go, I'ma always jack my shit. And the pot's gon' ride, you can't fit in this whip. And if the ops gon' slide, we gon' shoot at the tents. And if you not certified, don't jack my shit. I'ma always keep the poke if I don't carry the grip. And I'm so New York like Biggie and Kiss. I got a 40 in my butters, can't walk in these Timbs.
I got a fiend, look like how I could giggle. He'll do perks, he just snip at eagle. Probably get a kilo for my homie Primo. Texas moving silence, I got your hito. Pull up to your block like I'm Debo. Turn 100 bullets to 0. G-code, nigga, that's the street code. I don't gotta prove nothing cause the streets know.
Make it nasty, get it poppin', get it crackin'. Pistol on me if it's static. We ain't with the chitter-chatting. Glock 40 automatic. I get sturdy with the ratchet. It's a 30 that I'm packing. If you try me, it get tragic. That's offended. Man, I'm a up it if you test me. Used to be dripping in Kenzie, now I'm dripping in Givenchy. Used to ride around in renties, now I pull up in the Benzie with a sturdy to assist me. In the highway getting Becky like.
When it's wartime, we gon' slide together. Smoking on the gas, you can smell the pressure. Fly shit, only do it with no effort. Can't walk on my Timbs, I'm a big stepper. Step up on the spot, I'm a big stepper. Get to the bag, I'm a big stepper. These niggas is mad, I'm a big stepper. Can't walk on my Timbs, I'm a big stepper.
Hey yo, free the fucking members, man. Free Pudge, free Oreja, free Mini-Me, free Baby G, nigga. Free Chimmy out the feds, you know that. Free the Pats, man. Free the Rockets, man. Free the gang. Rocket!
Balcone